Does that not sound like something that you want to put all over your face? Coal tar?
Yo.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Erin. Thanks so much for watching this video. I'm going to talk today about something that I'm super passionate about, which is getting rid of toxic crap in the products that we're buying every single day. I was so infuriated when I learned what was in the products that I was putting on my body and that millions of people continue to buy every single day that I made the switch to almost entirely natural, non-toxic products about 3 years ago. This took a lot of time and energy doing research on what makes products toxic or harmful, ingredients levels of toxicity, and then doing a lot of trial and error with clean products to figure out which ones work and which ones don't. So my goal in sharing this information is hopefully to save you that time and energy, make it a little more digestible and simple because it is a pretty complicated thing, and hopefully to inspire you to make better and healthier decisions, which will hopefully in turn have a positive effect on the market and make these clean products more readily available to everyone. So if you are someone who assumes that different name brand products that you can buy at Target, Ulta, Sephora, department stores must be safe or else you wouldn't be able to buy them, unfortunately, you are wrong. So the FDA does not assess the safety of personal care products or their ingredients. They also don't recall a product once it's found to be dangerous to consumers. They rely solely on brands to do this themselves. Because of this lack of regulation, the US has only banned 13 chemical ingredients that are used in cosmetics, while the EU has banned over 1,300. They actually don't even require that all ingredients be listed on the label, and terms like herbal, natural, and organic have no legal definition, which means that anybody can put anything in a bottle and label it clean or natural or organic. Health risk experts, like the ones at the Cancer Prevention Coalition, have actually concluded that mainstream cosmetics and personal hygiene products pose the highest cancer risk exposures to the general public, higher than smoking.
Run.
90% of all commercially available cosmetics contain synthetic ingredients, which are directly linked to serious health risks. And the average woman wears 515 chemicals a day from these personal hygiene and cosmetics products. You might be wondering, why would the cosmetics and personal care industry use toxic chemicals in their products in the first place? Well, they're using the same chemicals they've been using since the 1950s because they're cheap, they're easy to manufacture and mass produce, and they have seemingly positive aspects like increasing the shelf life of their products or giving it a desirable smell or consistency. But a recent US research report showed that 1 in 8 of the 82,000 ingredients used in personal care products are industrial chemicals. And these are the same industrial chemicals that are used to grease cars, to sterilize surgical equipment, and to stabilize plastics. This is an issue because skin is the largest organ on our body, so we absorb up to 60% of what we put on our skin. The chemicals that I'm going to talk to you about today are absorbed into our bloodstream within just 26 seconds. All of these chemicals also have immediate adverse effects on the physical appearance of your skin. So that's its texture and how fast it's aging. So even from a purely aesthetic perspective, products containing these ingredients are counterproductive. So here they are. These are the most toxic and prevalent ingredients that you should be avoiding. Number 1 is formaldehyde. So this will appear on labels as quaternium 15, hydontoin, or anything ending in urea. It's found in nail polish, glues, gels, hair straightening products. And what happens with formaldehyde is that it releases into the air around us when we apply a product, and we then breathe it in, which is actually when it's most toxic. So it can immediately cause coughing, wheezing, nausea, skin irritation, watery eyes, burning sensations, which isn't good, but it's also a neurotoxicant and a developmental toxicant that's known to cause cancer. Number two on the list is coal tar. So, coal tar is used in shampoos, soaps, and lotions. A lot of products have coal tar that claim to help with itchy scalp or dandruff, dry skin. It's also found in hair dye. It is a known human carcinogen with a link to skin tumors and cancer of the lung, bladder, kidney, and digestive tract. There are so many natural alternatives to coal tar, which, by the way, does that not just not sound like something that you want to put all over your face? Coal tar. Some of the natural alternatives would include aloe and tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is great for dry scalp and dandruff, and it's natural and probably won't give you cancer. Number three on the list is sulfates, which a lot more people have heard of nowadays. I think it's great that I'm seeing more and more sulfate free products, but lots of products still have this. Cleansers have it, toothpaste, body wash. It's a cleaning agent, so this makes sense. It appears on labels as sodium lauryl sulfate, sodium lauryl sulfate, SLS, or SLES. It causes organ toxicity. It can also cause allergic reactions, itchy, cracked, and dry skin, and it can even damage our eyes. So, what happens with sulfates is that they're highly alkalizing to our skin and they actually destroy our skin's acid mantle, making it highly irritating to the skin immediately. So, it strips our skin of our natural lipids or oils, leaving it completely vulnerable to environmental stressors. So you take away these natural oils. The oil is what has been keeping the water in. So now your skin's dehydrated and you don't have any natural oils in it. So it's causing really immediate adverse effects like increased aging, wrinkles, dry skin. It's banned in Canada and not the United States. Number four on our list is mineral oil. And mineral oil is in 96% of all skincare products. It comes from petroleum, which gasoline is made of. This is a carcinogen, and it can actually build up in our bodies, in our fat, and certain organs. Mineral oil is a very heavy and harsh ingredient that actually can't be absorbed by our skin. So it sits on top of our skin, clogging the pores, causing acne and blackheads, those little bumps that will sometimes develop in the under eye area. And then it also blocks our skin from absorbing nutrients or releasing toxins. So, this makes it a known immune system and respiratory toxicant. It's also an allergen, and it's the number two contributor to the signs of aging. Number one is the sun. Number five on the list is hydroquinone. So, hydroquinone is used in products that claim to lighten the skin. So, if you have hyperpigmentation, sunspots, or other skin conditions that you want to lighten, a lot of products have this. Some products that dermatologists recommend, which I really don't understand. My guess is they just don't know about the adverse effects. It's banned in the EU, it's restricted in Canada, it's a known carcinogen and allergen that can contain poisonous mercury. And get this, it also increases photosensitivity. So these products that are claiming to lighten sunspots and hyperpigmentation will then increase your photosensitivity, which gives you more hyperpigmentation and sunspots. So it's kind of crazy. There's so many natural ingredients to treat hyperpigmentation and to lighten sunspots, which I'm definitely going to talk about. Number six on our list is parabens. This will appear as methylparaben, butylparaben, ethylparaben, and propylparaben. Basically, just look out for any chemical name ending in paraben. Paraben is a nasty preservative. It's cheap and you don't need much to increase shelf life. So you'll find it in all products. It's in makeup, any skincare, lotion, anything that can spoil. Now, when parabens enter our bloodstream, they're highly, highly toxic and they hugely mess up the endocrine system, aka our hormones. When we talk about hormone disruption, this isn't just something that you want to look out for if you are a preteen going through puberty or if you have hormonal acne. Hormones are not just referring to sex stuff. In fact, sex hormones are just a few of at least 50 different kinds of these chemical messengers at work in our bodies right now. From birth to death, just about every cell and function in our body is under our hormones' constant influence. They're floating through our blood, regulating our metabolism, sleep cycle, response to stress. Hormones play a major role in our mental health, our ability to regulate our weight, fight diseases, and pretty much every other bodily function we have. Parabens are just terrible. It's in addition to being hormone disruptors, they also just increase toxicity in the body, which leads to other ailments, including cancer. When they look at breast tumors, they often actually find parabens in them. So, parabens are a major no no, stay away from them. Number 7 on the list is oxybenzone. So, this is typically found in sunscreen. It does block UVA and UVB rays, but it's a chemical ingredient with a very close correlation to cancer. So, yeah, the sunscreen that you're putting on your skin, putting on your children's skin to hopefully make sure that they don't get cancer could actually be directly causing them to get cancer in the future. It also causes reproductive disorders, developmental disorders. It's an endocrine disruptor and causes general organ toxicity. There are plenty of natural alternatives to oxybenzone. One that I really like is zinc oxide, which is even better at blocking out UVA and UVB rays, and it's natural. Number 8 on the list is talc. So, talc is a mineral in clay mined from underground deposits, and it's actually the softest mineral known to man. So, it's used in a ton of powders. Since it's mined from the earth or produced industrially, talc can be contaminated with asbestos, which is linked to cancer. A lot of people know about talc because there was a huge lawsuit against Johnson and Johnson where they were ordered to pay $72 million in damages to the family of a woman who died from ovarian cancer after 35 years of using their baby powder. Unfortunately, it is still used in baby powder. There was some recent testing done in Korea, and 2/3 of baby powders contained carcinogenic asbestos. The only way to identify contamination is to test talc samples for asbestos. And not too surprisingly, companies just simply are not doing that. So you want to avoid talc in your products, especially when it's in powdered form. That's when it's the most dangerous since it's so easy to inhale. A lot of really high end products still have talc as their first and primary ingredient. One that I used to love was the Laura Mercier translucent powder. RIP to that stuff. I used to love it and use it every single day, but their first ingredient is talc. You really don't want to put talc in any form on your body, though, especially on or near more intimate areas. Talc specifically has been linked to ovarian and lung cancer, organ system toxicity, particularly on the lungs. Your safest bet is just to avoid talc altogether. Number 9 on the list is phthalates. I could probably make a whole video about phthalates. There are tons of different kinds of phthalates, but if you see the word on the ingredient list, just don't buy the product. Phthalates are banned in South Korea, China, Japan, the EU, and Canada. You guessed it, not the United States. In fact, in 2016, they did a study and 96% of Americans tested positive for phthalates. Phthalates are chemicals that act as binding agents and also make plastics flexible. They're not only highly carcinogenic, but they are also, get ready for this list,
an endocrine disruptor, lower sperm count and mobility, are linked to birth defects in the male reproductive system, specifically smaller genital size and genital malformation in young boys, cause infertility issues and shortened pregnancy, thyroid irregularities, diabetes, obesity, developmental disorders, ADHD, asthma, autism spectrum disorders, and low IQ.
Stay the F away from phthalates. Number 10 and the last on the list is fragrance or parfum. This is a really sneaky one because just the word fragrance could signify over 3,000 other ingredients, including phthalates. Unfortunately, the specific chemicals are not listed on ingredients lists because federal law doesn't require companies to disclose what's in their fragrance mixture, as it could be considered a trade secret. So this is a really sneaky way that brands will hide really toxic and crappy chemicals that they're using under just that one word. Fragrance can also be highly sensitizing and irritating to your skin. It causes inflammation, which will break down the collagen at the deepest layer of the dermis, which will cause you to age faster. Fragrance also has no effect on the appearance or on the application of a product on your skin. They are purely used to mask the smell of other ingredients. The health concerns for fragrance or perfume include issues to your kidneys, the reproductive, nervous, and respiratory systems. It's known to cause cancer and lead to several types of tumors, cause endocrine disruption, and organ system toxicity. So, in short, if you see fragrance on an ingredients list, it is almost certainly referring to one or even many toxic chemicals. It also represents a general lack of transparency from the brand, and it isn't going to have any added or desired effects on your body or the appearance of your skin. So that's it. Those are the 10 that I wanted to start by sharing because they really are toxic and bad. There are some chemical ingredients that are questionable, which I'll definitely talk more about in the future, where they're really only problematic in high doses or when combined with other ingredients. But these 10 you really just want to stay away from. There's enough research and it's banned in so many other countries that I think it's safe to say that you shouldn't really be using these ingredients. If you're wondering if more expensive products are better, unfortunately, the answer is no. There are tons of products that I used to love that are high end, that are best sellers at stores like Sephora and department stores that unfortunately are highly toxic. I'm happy to talk more about those later and some more natural alternatives, but a few that come to mind are products from La Mer, Urban Decay, NARS Foundations, the Benefit Hoola Bronzer, which I used to love, and even brands that sound like they would be healthy and that have really good marketing, like Kiehl's and Mario Badescu. In short, just look at the ingredients on the products that you're using or look them up in a database. There are so many amazing resources that we can use. I will be sharing all of these so that you're able to use them anytime that you're shopping or looking online. Two that I love are Polish Choice and the Skin Deep EWG database. I pretty much check everything that I use in those. And lastly, I just want to say that there is hope for us. There's so many amazing, good, natural, organic ingredients and awesome products. So that's the main thing that I'm going to be sharing on this venue is the really awesome stuff that you can use and know that you're keeping safe. So thank you so much for watching. Stay positive, stay safe, and have a great day.